We're deeply concerned that COVID-19 can be a pandemic.
The virus has spread to 114 countries.
All-out war against this virus.
Coronavirus. COVID-19 infection.
Coronavirus crisis.
Coronavirus.
COVID-19 cases.
As I decided to make this video, I just wanted to show how's my life been during the times of quarantine, how I'm being comforted by my soft mattresses, fully air-conditioned room, or think about what Netflix series to watch. Then I thought about the people outside my house. Families who don't even have the roof over their heads. A father who's paranoid because his only source of income is stripped off. A mother who's scared because they might starve the next day. And those who are crying for help because they don't have the luxury to stock groceries for them to survive the next few days. I hope this is something we all realize, that as we peacefully watch television with our parents, share a meal with our families, and sleep soundly at night, there are poor communities in dire situations. There are doctors and nurses denied of physical contact with their loved ones. There are also people sent to hospitals left alone in isolation, not knowing if they come out with cheers and applauses or be delivered in a jar of ash, defeated by the virus. COVID-19 has daunted the lives of the Filipino people, and as much as I'm amazed and is hopeful for our Bayanihan spirit, I can't help but to be frustrated because none of us see ourselves as a big contribution for the healing of our land. Beyond our non-stop prayers, from the divine mercy whom we call in different names, it still boils down to concrete actions anchored with empathy and an efficient government who will implement tangible and relevant solutions to ensure that we will all get through this crisis. It's sad, but some people fear not the virus anymore, but starvation due to the lack of assistance and the absence of means to feed themselves. I don't know what school it came from, but it should be easy for you to understand why people choose to violate enhanced community quarantine guidelines. It's because they're forced to find the means to fill their hungry stomach, just as how you would not think about anything but eat when you're hungry during class. We must stop victim blaming how the poor chose to stay poor because not everyone is given the equal access to opportunities for them to opt out in their situation, leaving them with no choice but to stay in poverty. They're not lazy people, nor parasites. They are victims of an oppressive system you constantly tolerate. More than the hate and backlash, what they need from us is help and empathy. This is not the first time we've been through a crisis. We know better than most people do. Moreover, I don't think I should be asked about what have I done for my country, when all I'm doing is to ask for accountability and demand for the acquisition of my rights, especially when I know that it has been dismissed and just shrugged off easily. It's not just a mere complaint, it's a call for action. It's not just finding loopholes, but telling them to patch them. We shouldn't be here to worship a politician. We should be here to protect our citizens and the most vulnerable. Speaking up goes beyond trash talks, heated debates, and toxic call-out culture. It's meeting the agenda of public discourse to balance the society and criticize those that are in power. I don't want to sound so political nor very frustrated, but as most of us have said, let's not be apathetic. Let's continue praying and cheering for our frontliners who put their lives at stake just so we could feel secured at home. Let's become law-abiding citizens and comply with what measures our local government units have decided for the common good of everyone. Let's continue the proliferation of the Bayanihan spirit and help in the relief efforts with whatever way we can, be it in social media campaign, in-kind donation, volunteering in repackaging, and simply offering a prayer. No gesture is big or small, especially when the intention is to help the unfortunate communities. As our country goes on with this crisis, let's choose to become the solution and not the problem. If you can, please stay at home, but let's not be too distracted. Let's share our blessings to those people who are highly struggling at this time. And of course, never ever stop yourself from speaking up against injustices, especially during this time. Your country needs you more than ever. To all our frontliners, may you have a strong heart and a healthy immune system for you to continue this battle and eventually defeat the coronavirus. May the COVID patients, including the PUIs and PUMs, be able to get through this. May our scientists and researchers be able to create vaccines and cure for us to finally end this pandemic as soon as possible. And may our leaders be continuously strong and healthy and be able to empathize for their citizens. Let's all thank them for their hard works in trying to save us. They are our modern-day heroes. This virus has clearly resurfaced the best and the worst among us, but there's a way out among all of this. No matter how the statistics spike up, we are going to flatten the curve. Wash your hands, stay at home, pray to God, and stay healthy. No matter how bad the situation becomes, giving up should never be an option. As long as there are people who will protect us, we must stand by them. I have hopes for the healing of our land, and I hope you do too. See you on my next video. This is Amir. It says, always believe that you can be. Bye!